Hey everyone, welcome to episode 38 of Unboxing Wednesdays for books arriving in stores on Wednesday, July 20th, 2011. What's the deal with the chair there? Well, I guess we're doing it half-assed today, Rob, but in any event, we're here to open up some boxes, so do it up. First up today are two new import statues from Kotobukiya. First is this DC Comics Bishoujo Supergirl. And second is Marvel's Invisible Woman, who is very visible. Here's a DC Universe Online Flash statue. I bet you Rob's taking this home. Here's an awesome Masters of the Universe Skeletor shirt. The classic Masters of the Universe logo on a t-shirt. Here's an interesting take on the Thundercats logo. And here's a classic Thundercats collage t-shirt. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Here's a Spider-Man t-shirt. Let's get Marvel started with the Fear Itself books today. First up is Herc number 5. We have Hulk issue 37. Invincible Iron Man issue 506. Iron Man 2.0 number 7. The Fearsome 4 issue 2 of 4. Deadpool does his best MC Hammer impression in this cover to Fear Itself Deadpool number 2 of 3. Fear Itself the Home Front issue 4 of 7. Avengers Academy number 16. Uncanny X-Men 541, soon to be coming to an end due to the events of X-Men Schism, and there'll be a new Uncanny X-Men number 1 launching once that series is done. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out X-Men Schism yet, you definitely should. It was a great read. Most of the shops around here are sold out of it, and it was sold out at the distributor level, so if you haven't picked it up, you might have to wait for a second printing. Avengers Fear Itself issue 15. Here's X-Factor issue 222. Here's a new Thor miniseries called Heaven and Earth, issue 1 of 4. Generation Hope issue 9. Here's X-Men number 15. This is the regular cover, and here is the variant cover. Here's Ultimate Fallout number 2 of 4. Ultimate Fallout number 1 was released last week. It continues the story of the death of Peter Parker. All 3 of the new Ultimate Universe creators working on this series. So we've got Brian Michael Bendis, Jonathan Hickman, and Nick Spencer. All 3 writers on this. And here's the variant cover. Ultimate Fallout number 4 is going to be the book where we find out who is going to be taking over the role of Spider-Man. Last but not least is Marvel's relaunch of the Daredevil franchise today with Daredevil number 1. It's written by Mark Waid. The pencils are by Paulo Rivera and Marcos Martin. I've never been a really big Daredevil fan, but the art in this book does have me intrigued. I will definitely be picking it up. Here's some of the art inside by Paulo Rivera, very old school, which I like. And one of my favorite artists in the last little while, Marcos Martin, does the backup story in this. Speaking of Marcos Martin, here is his variant cover, and here is the blank cover variant. True Blood Tainted Love issue 6 has 2 covers. In this one, this vampire doesn't really feel too good about her life, so she's going to decide to end it all, I guess. And this second one is by J. Scott Campbell, so no complaints there. Transformers Ongoing, issue 22, has 2 covers. The interiors and the covers were both drawn by frequent visitor to our store, Alex Milne. Walking Dead, issue 87. Here's a new boys miniseries, Butcher, Baker, Candlestickmaker. DMZ is soon to be coming to an end, and as this comic says, the final storyline begins here. New from Aspen is Haunted City, issue 0, and we have 2 covers. Warlord of Mars from Dynamite also has 2 covers this week. Warlord of Mars is the same series that Disney is releasing a movie for. It's called John Carter, and you can see trailers for it online right now. It looks pretty cool. There doesn't appear to be as many naked chicks in the movie trailer as there are in the actual comic. Marvel just announced they will be putting out their own version of this story. It will be a prequel to the movie, and it will be called World of Mars. Duke Nukem fans will love Duke Nukem Glorious Bastard, issue 1. Executive Assistant Lotus is out from Aspen today, and it has 2 covers. The new Lock and Key series entitled Clockwork starts today. This is issue 1. And then we have 2 covers to Rocketeer Adventures, issue 3. Alright, kicking off the DC books, here's Legion of Superheroes, issue 15. Supergirl, issue 66. Batman, number 712. Justice League of America issue 59 has this regular cover and this variant. DC Universe Online Legends issue 12. Titans issue 37. Gates of Gotham number 3. Superman Batman number 86. And Zatanna, issue 15. Normally I have something smart to say about the Zatanna covers, but all I can say about this one is it's an awesome Adam Hughes Zatanna. And her hands are floating in the middle of nowhere. Here's the Flashpoint books for this week. We've got Dead Men and the Flying Graysons number 2, The Outsider number 2, Legion of Doom number 2, and Wonder Woman and the Furies issue 2. Every time I see this cover, I want to say Wonder Woman and the Furries. That would be a much more interesting book. DC begins their retroactive comics line this week. Each one of these books features a retro-themed news story, as well as a classic story from the era that they're covering. And this week we're looking at the 1970s. So here is Wonder Woman. Here we have Batman and The Flash. War of the Green Lanterns Aftermath issue 1. This is a 2-issue miniseries dealing with the shocking events that came out of the War of the Green Lanterns. I won't spoil it for those of you who haven't had a chance yet to read it. This is the regular cover, and here we have the variant. The last thing we want to cover for comics this week is this pretty amazing DC Comics The New 52 free preview. As I said, this is absolutely free, and it's tied to the number of Flashpoint comics that each store ordered, so quantities will vary from store to store. We think this is going to fly off shelves pretty fast, considering that it's free, and it deals with all of the relaunch comics that are coming up in September. Also inside is a 6-page preview of the new Justice League comic being written by Jeff Johns and drawn by Jim Lee. Here's a look at some of the artwork inside. If you visited our website on Tuesday, we posted up some preview images from this. And it's also got lots of details on all 52 of the upcoming relaunch books. Don't forget that we still have that special offer available on the DC relaunch books. You can pick up all 52 of them for one low price. Just go to our website, hit the special offers tab, and you'll see all the details there. And as always, feel free to ask us any questions that you have about that. As far as first impressions go on Justice League number 1, I think it's got some potential. We'll have to wait and see what happens, and see if Jim Lee can get in the art on time. For last week's contest, we wanted you to tell us what you thought of the upcoming Captain America movie. We received a lot of responses, but as always, we could only pick one winner. And that person was Crazy Guy 980. So go back to last week's video, have a look at Crazy Guy 980's comment, and you'll see why we picked him to win the prize. For this week's contest, we're going to try something a little different. It was discovered by one of our subscribers, Dak and Howlett, that if you turned on YouTube's captioning option, which is still in beta, it would take everything that I say and attempt to transcribe it into text for users that are hard of hearing. Needless to say, YouTube still has a few kinks to work out of that system because it makes for some hilarious viewing. So what we want you to do this week is to go back to the beginning of the video, turn on the closed captioning option, and tell us which mistaken line of dialogue was the funniest. Rob and I will pick the subscriber with the best comment to win this War of the Green Lanterns Aftermath number 1 variant cover. We've also got a really special announcement to make. Next week we see the release of Amazing Spider-Man issue 666. It's the start of the Spider Island storyline, and we're receiving our own special variant cover for that issue. See a picture of it right here. This variant cover is extremely limited, and there are no others like it in the world. We are very honored to have our store featured on an issue of Amazing Spider-Man. If you'd like to pick up one of these issues, go to our website and click on the special offers tab, and you'll see all the details there. The price is only $10, and that includes shipping to anywhere in North America. We'll show you a more detailed version of that cover when we unbox it next week. Alright everybody, that is it for this week. Thank you once again for watching. As always, you can connect with us on any of the websites you see listed here on the screen. And we'll see you all next week for episode 39. Take care everyone. Enjoy your comics.